Все нормально, я вернулась в дом, типа... Русские просто не знают, куда нужно быть. Я вот серьезно, типа, я такая, супер, вышли просто так, подышать свежим воздухом. И знаете, в чем прикол? Спасибо, блин, русские. Вы хоть понимаете, насколько мне было сложно проходить этот завод. Я отдельно сниму видео для ютуба, именно где я вас буду материть так, что вам мало не покажется просто. Вот реально, если вы русские, отпишитесь лучше, пока на данный момент от моего канала. Я терпеть такого не буду. Вот серьезно.
Rain outlines your fate. Freeze.
Так.
Hey, go Baron Bunny. Let's spark things up a little.
Dodge this.
Let it rain.
This moment will be frozen.
Так.
Cool it.
I have taught you.
Да блин.
I know.
Что так внезапненько?
Dodge this.
Так. Сейчас я подлечу вот этих вот. Просто у меня сейчас нету уже даже отсойки, чтобы вот на вот такие вот случаи. Так.
Come a little closer.
Так.
You're in for a little shock.
Так.
Dodge this.
Так. Так.
No one escapes my sight.
Так. Ой. Кого убыло? А, еще никого. Отлично. Сейчас я дам. Так, где еще?
You're in for a little shock. Get him! No, my sword!
Такс.
Body and mind.
Такс. Такс.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little.
Такс.
What's the... Cool it.
Так, побеждаем, побеждаем. Все. Просто никто не понимает, что как бы мне будет сейчас сложновато. Я сейчас понимаю, что мне будет тут хаплык просто-напросто. Я использую ее потом. Я потом использовать. Так, это я забираю. Так, вниз идем.
So, is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal marrow. Now, where have we seen that before? Wait a second. Are they getting
Так.
So the Contra Commission are...
Так.
Come a little closer.
Так.
Dodge this.
Да, блин.
Freeze.
Так. Ой. Ой. Сейчас могут подохнуть наши, так сказать, блин.
Don't push your luck.
Блин. Блин.
Rain outlines your fate.
Dodge this.
Так.
Try not to enjoy this.
Over here.
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
Так. Блин. Сейчас могут убить просто-напросто Эмбер. А я не хочу, чтобы ее убивали вот так вот.
Rain cutter.
Ah, oh, so sorry. Cool it.
Так.
No, my sword.
Dodge this.
Так. Блин.
Knew I should have stayed home.
Так. Ой-ой-ой.
Body and mind.
Начинается, блин. Так.
Freeze.
Блин. Надеюсь, я зараз смогу отличить от этого и вот этого. Блин, я забыла использовать вот эту штуку.
Dodge this.
Так.
Freeze.
Так. Блин. Убили все-таки. Так.
I'll race you there!
Так. Так. Так.
Rain outlines your fate.
Don't be such a brute.
Блин, блин.
Now you've got me worked up.
Так. Блин, ну зато...
Body and mind.
Так.
Let me read you a verse.
No one escapes my sights!
Так. Так. Надо успеть. Да, надо успеть. Все, і в мене вже продуктів просто нету. Я буду сподіватися, що я как-то протягну.
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
Time to act.
Так.
longer hold back.
Такс. Такс. Надо было готовить больше еды, я так предполагаю. Потому что сейчас мы можем просто-напросто подохнуть. Я ж не знала, что тут поведется вот так вот, аж прям таки. Да ну блин. Серьезно. Блин.
My.
Блин. Такс.
Rain outlines your fate.
You're in for a little shock.
Такс.
Go, go, Baron Buddy.
Такс. Блин.
Looks like I got
Да
carried
блин.
away.
Единственный, кто в живых зараз остался, чтобы вы понимали, это чисто Эмбер. Все. Так.
No, my sword.
Все.
You really know how to get me going. Look at me.
Все.
I can no longer hold back. Let it rain. Rain cutter.
Так. Так. У мене вже продуктів не буде, так що тут у мене шанс на те, що я виживу. Ну, типа, дуже слабкий шанс. Все. Ситуация с гражданской войной в Венецуэле не ясна. Чем дольше продлится этот конфликт, тем выгоднее для нас. Чтобы усугубить зависимость сопротивления от класса позже, сильнее раздуть огни войны, укрепить решимость командиров сторон продолжить сражаться. Угу. А что далее делать? А, я вижу. Такс. Блин. Сейчас я подумаю.
Yikes! It looks dangerous. We'd better watch our step or we might get hit.
Ой, тут эта штука с полом. Нам туда нужно как-то добраться и лифт он, да.
Time to act.
Все. Туда нам нельзя, я поняла. И... А, тут второй лифт. Все, я поняла. Тут их два, точнее, этих лифта. Фух, нет. Нет. Блин. Я не увидела, простите. Так, теперь мы знаем, что тут есть второй лифт. Стопы. А тут поднимается туда. Угу. Пофигу. Так, по 2 раза она стреляет. Все. Ось откуда мы и починали. Открываются двери. Ага, врата возрождения открытые. Блин. Нет, ну нет.
Going out is tiring.
Да блин. Блин. Так. Так, врата возрождения открытые. Так, надо одолеть вот этого, кажется, я так поняла. Да блин. Все, минус. Ну, мы сейчас тут, возможно, и погибнем. Да, мы погибли. Потому что в чем проблема? Я поясню, в чем проблема. У нас персонажи не все того уровня, что нам надо, как бы. Сейчас. Все, у нас нету, чтобы подлечиться нормально, понимаете? У нас нету, все. Такс. Все, минус. Такс.
Looks like I got carried away.
У нас и вот этот. Такс. Нам надо, я поняла. Блин, одолели. И все, последний остался. Такс.
May my final stand be a monument to chivalry. Time to act.
Такс. Такс. Блин. Такс.
Bet you can't keep up with.
Такс. Такс. Все, минус.
Everything I know.
Такс. Вот почему нам нужен 47-й, и нам желательно иметь в отряде... Я не знаю. Я предлагаю поменять отцу Эмбер, потому что она мне тут не нужна. А я не могу поменять. Все-таки если заново я начну. Ладно, покидаем. Проблема в том, что мы недооценили от всего. Вот почему я вам сказала, что нужно поменьше готовить, но когда такие испытания, то лучше, конечно, пойти наготовить всякого. Пофиг поймете потом. Чи вам понадобится или нет оце все.
Raining. Now my uniform will get all wet.
Такс. Я предлагаю не рисковать и отправиться. А где есть костры и все прочего? Так не кажите, что, блин. Ладно. Просто нам придется заново потом отсюда вот это идти. Поэтому шукаем, где тут можно. Так, это не тут. Предлагаю в Леонье отправиться, чтобы накупить всякого и приготовить. Если не получится пройти, тогда уже так уж и быть, завтра мы пройдем. То есть, я имею в виду, или отцу миссию мы сейчас пройдем, или я ее отложу и другую миссию просто-напросто начнем проходить. Вот и все. Потому что нужно много продуктов просто готовить блюд, чтобы это все чтобы это выжить просто хотя бы. Так, где этот ресторанчик? Ага. А что мы можем вообще приготовить? Сколько штук? Только 4. Ну, давайте, что ли. Ага, бонус 1 є. Такс. Рыба. 27 штук сделаем. А тут мяса не. Но все равно это маловато нам будет. А что есть за миссии? Печаль Сары. Ну, это то, что нам не надо. И я предлагаю поменять отряд, отказаться от пиро. То есть нам пироэффект там, в принципе, не нужен. Если так подивиться. Вот, например, достижение. Сейчас давайте откроем. Зайдем вот так вот. Так, нам нужен отряд. У нас есть свой отряд для такого случая, но проблема в том, что там одни стрелки и как бы 40-й уровень в Наэль. Я вот и думаю, стоит ли нам... Ну, просто, в принципе, мы могли и не брать с собой Эмбер. Она нам, в принципе, не особо там и нужна. Нам Кея нужен, как раз таки Хидро, и... Электро нам не нужен. Сейчас я посмотрю. Ну, давайте первую эту возьмем, например. Потом Кея пусть
I'm looking
будет.
forward to this.
Наэль. И вот этот вот Хидро. Все, нам электро там нам не надо вообще. Все. Нашего Кеютики мы подлещем немножечко. В принципе, мы сейчас можем пойти и попробовать с таким отрядом. Просто чисто попробовать. Сможем ли мы без цього лечения обойтись? Як вам такая идея? Я думаю, теж нормально. Это что? Значит, таяние 1. Когда Крио входит в контакт с Пиро, это вызывает статус таяния. После этого Крио Пиро рассеивается. Ну, окей. Ой, я ж не подивилась этот. Там же знизу було, да, елементальний резонанс. Ага. Я поняла. А, то есть если два таких, я поняла. Ну, давайте попробуем. А что бы нет? На один раз попробуем и все. Угу. Угу. Такс. Такс. Блин. Ага, то як ми і біжали. А, ось. Ну, давайте попробуем. Пиро и электро нету, а нам пофигу. Это рекомендуемые элементы всего лишь. Мы не будем их использовать. А смысл? Эмбер, лучница, да, она удобна, но нам нужны те, кто вблизи еще сражаются. Вот и все. Угу.
Cool it.
Rain outlines your fate.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Так.
Dodge this.
Так.
Windblade.
Cool it.
Так. Вот так вот мы быстренько разобрались.
Freeze.
As a good knight should.
Так.
Dodge this.
Так, содержим вот это вот.
Cool it.
Leave it all to me.
Так.
No, my sword.
Так, отлично. Так это быстрее получается. Просто тут нужно думать. Тут нужно пройти оцей подземку як можна, без использования всяких этих продуктов. І подивитися, які враги. І вибрати нужний отряд. Вот і все. Тобто подивитися, хоча б до кінця попитатися пройти. Ага. Ну, мы сейчас. Вот, как видите, нормально. Сейчас.
Is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal marrow. Now where have we seen that before? Wait a second. Are they getting this from Rito? So the Conjure Commission are...
Так.
Dodge this.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me read you a verse.
Так.
Change of plans.
Steady as stone.
Так. Так. Это плохо. Такс.
Freeze.
No, my sword.
Такс.
Cool it.
Windblade.
Такс.
Leave it all to me.
Такс. Кто что тут придумал?
Freeze.
As a dutiful maid would.
Такс.
Windblade.
Такс.
Steady as stone.
Rain outlines your fate.
Такс. Такс. Такс.
Dodge this. Let's move.
Такс.
This moment will be
Ладно.
frozen. Freeze.
Windblade.
Все. Дверь открылась. Ну як дверь? Ми тут уже считали, я знаю. Мы теж знаем, вы теж знаете. Как видите, мы без еды нормально обошлись. То есть мы тут обычно использовали еду. Ну, можно попробовать, в принципе, сейчас только. Вот, как раз таки можно отцу еду использовать, пока мы будем двигаться вперед, чтобы чисто нам повезло. Так, там сундук где-то был, а мы его тоді якраз таки і не взяли. Там багатий сундук.
Yikes! It looks dangerous. We'd better watch our step or we might get hit.
Такс. Ну. Стоп. Блин, багатий сундук. Так. А теперь... Так, ждем. Пофигу. Ну, не успели, подумайте. Такс. Так, открываем дверь.
Intruder spotted. Do not let them impede the work of the Harbinger.
Такс.
You'll never get out of here alive.
Leave it all to me.
Такс. Вот так вот надобно было.
Rain outlines your fate.
Freeze.
Такс.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Такс.
Dodge this.
Такс. Такс.
Cool it.
Такс.
As a good knight should. Steady as stone.
Такс. Вот так вот.
Don't get frostbite.
Такс.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Такс. Такс. Минус один уже есть.
Windblade.
Freeze.
Такс.
Witness the power of Guwa. Know my sword.
Такс. Такс. Ох. Блин.
This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it.
Такс.
Body and
Такс.
Leave it all to me.
Let's end this quickly.
Freeze.
Такс. Да блин. Подождите-ка, я поняла.
Cool it.
Такс.
Windblade.
Такс.
Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would.
Такс. Все, минус. Так, а ты куда? А ты куда, голубчик?
rain outlines your fate.
Freeze.
Такс.
Windblade.
Let me read you a verse.
Такс.
Don't get frostbite.
Такс. Вот и все.
This.
Вот и все.
Leave it all to me.
Голубчик, вот и все. Вот так вот, оказывается, можно было сделать все. Оцим отрядом пройти по подземельям всем, блин, просто. Понимаете, отличный получается. Отличный отряд получается. О,
One harbinger will be here soon.
Наташка. В смысле?
Cool it.
Так, стой, стоп.
This is Her Majesty's gift.
Rain outlines your fate.
Freeze.
Out of my I must leave no stone unturned.
This moment will be frozen.
Такс.
Windblade.
No, my sword.
Такс.
Her Majesty's power flows through me.
Cool it.
Такс.
Time to clean up. Steady as stone.
Такс.
Windblade.
Freeze.
Такс.
Witness the power of Pugwa.
Так, сейчас.
Rain outlines your fate.
Такс.
Mirror images.
Oh, so sorry.
Out of my sight.
Cool it.
Все. Такс.
Leave it all to me.
Все. Ну это вестник, да? Скоромуча. Кто такая?
So, you're another Fatui Harbinger? Like Senora and Child?
Senora and Child. I didn't know you and my two least reliable colleagues were acquainted. I'm the Balladeer, number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. Delighted to meet you, almighty traveler. So many visitors today. To what do I owe the honor? Oh, so that's what this is about. I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to follow orders. I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? What are you waiting for? Go get them. You're getting all worked up over nothing. Didn't have you down as being so weak.
How can you say this is...
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. They were always going to die, with or without a delusion. Do you have any idea how useful the vision hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now we just let the promise of power for just a small price. They get the feeling of controlling the world.
So, the Fatui started the vision hunt decree? You've been...
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, eternity stretches things out over a long time. But each moment within it becomes all the more fragile. Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can... Just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment, then total destruction. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more incompetent they are, the more determined they are to fight it. It's such a farce. You have to see the funny side.
Такс.
Hey, calm down!
Ага. В смысле?
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening?
Так, а это... Стоп. Так не кажется, что она предательница. Только не надо, но не кажется, что она предательница. Вроде бы нет. Вона вроде би не повинна була бути предательницей, но вона, увы, предательница, походу. Это уже заметно.
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1,
Стоп.
2,
Что?
3. Okay, that's positive. Your brain... It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something.
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things and also... This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I please. Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see...
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that...
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the Balladeer down on... Well, maybe you should be worrying less about that. Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought. I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they? You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. With their stronghold exposed, I doubt the Balladeer is stubborn enough to... I must say, I would relish... Well, anyway, that Sungonamiya Kokomi, she really outdid herself.
A hindrance? Should you really be...
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus on something You've met her, right? I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes? Yes, the true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the... Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the Traveler met later? And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains.
So, that place that she carved open with her sword...
The plane of euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be done. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity. You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhang Li was facing, though.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view the grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given, and ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The truth is, we are on the same side. You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather... The key is that the plane of euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance.
So this is your plan? To evoke not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance, but by,
You're a fast learner. In short, this is the last chance to get Inazuma back on track. Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of euthymia is a space where only she is allowed. That you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because...
Has no one else ever been in there?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. In fact, no one even knows what it looks like. Your existence is more than just an
Wait, you're leaving? Where are you going?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come along.
Такс.
We're gonna do it here? And what's...
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up. The aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks, since you've escaped certain...
И... Ого. И что делать? Так, ага. Да, ну блин. Да блин. Да блинский, блин. Да блинский, блин. Ага. Да блин, так внезапно. Блин. Такс. Да блин, я же... Не, я провалю это испытание, скорее всего. Все? Я поняла.
What a workout! So how come you know so much about the Raiden Shogun?
You mean me? Perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's familiar.
What? Like Devalin is to Barbados?
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form, in your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
More curious than my appearance is the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore, wouldn't you say? A nation to last for all eternity is a dream that she and I both share. At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult for me to join her on. You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the plane of Euthymia. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least. Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring her back on track, regardless of the cost. I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of Euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal familiar is to drag her back out of her own head and into the real world.
Aw, Nico, you sound like a really great friend.
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Could you possibly spare the sentimentality for the time being? Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for anti-Raiden Shogun training.
There's a part 2?
Mm-hmm. Блин, вот так вот внезапно.
Freeze.
А. Такс.
Don't push your luck.
Такс. Ага. Такс.
Dodge this.
Steady as stone.
Windblade.
Такс.
Cool it. Don't get frostbite. Freeze.
Такс.
knight should. Leave it all to me.
Такс.
No, my sword.
Cool it.
Такс.
Dodge this.
Такс.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Все.
We're finally done. How did we do?
You did quite admirably. I could
Такс.
see your determination and your hard work.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun now?
How do I put this? You're no match for her at all.
Wait, what? So all of this was a complete waste of time?
You are the most important part of the plan. Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances? You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle. But when they, considering even their visions have been taken from them and embedded in the statue.
You don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler...
I don't mean to belittle. It is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have... In short, if everything goes according to plan, they may... Oh, goodness, is that the time? I have another guest to receive today. We can talk more back at the Grand Narukami Shrine.
All of a sudden, you're entertaining guests?
Такс. Такс. И какого же гостя?
Okay, we can talk here. You asked me about the plan. In fact, I've been... Before one makes a plan... You must understand the situation. The Vision Hunt Decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun. The ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet. Yes. Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution...
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions would veto it straight away with no negotiation.
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions... Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is still at large. Has the... Unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the protection of two commissions...
So, what should we...
It will be easier for us to start with someone from each. So my plan is... to incite rebellion in the Tenryo Commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about?
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betray. If we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get... I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She visits the shrine at this time every month, and she is our guest today. She also appears to be standing right behind you.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when don't even think about trying anything.
Affirmative.
It seems that you're forgetting. This is the use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you...
Ugh. Guji-ai, please tell me you are not
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave. We have...
all of you outside.
As you wish.
Guji-ai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also...
You're the same as ever.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a...
Even though she will one day.
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course. And I shall...
Oh, it's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance.
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me exactly...
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to it, and your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission.
You're saying the Kujo clan... betrayed?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Guji Yae, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard he reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than... How could he ever even dream of
3 days. Come back here in 3 days, and as a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. Some things you do not see, simply because you do not wish to look. And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes, in all its ugliness.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, she will have to come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days.
That was so scary. Haima wasn't expecting to run into Kujusara here. But, Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Is that all in hand and good to go, or...
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because... As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to...
Okay, but what do we...
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me.
И какого же? Такс. Тут нужно постепенно снижаться, потихоньку. Такс. Что? Это кто? Это что?
That toy Tanuki just turned into a human! What's going on? Not a Tanuki. I'm so... is this the profession?
She is a member of the Shiu Matsuban, a genuine, bona fide ninja.
Wow, a ninja? So was that one of those legend...
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato. Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are, however, convincing their most chronically lazy Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. It would not be appropriate for me to be seen there myself.
You make it sound so simple, but...
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out for a complete outsider probing the inner working. But since the 3 commissions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the other... Now you're the Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet. But with the help of this Shiu Matsuban ninja, don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here. Be sure to bring back...
Такс. Угу.
You there? It's us. We're back.
Такс. А ось Тома.
What brings you here? Did you meet with the resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came. I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me for 1 second.
Угу.
I see. You have been through a lot since we last... I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryou... Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been... I used to think that she simply didn't care. But looking at it now...
What do you mean?
The Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If... Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt Decree poses...
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujo Takayuki. It's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy task.
If only there was a way we could distract the guards just for long enough.
Такс.
Yoimiya's fireworks!
That's a very Toma-sounding suggestion, but it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryou. While they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryou Commission and take the report, as well as any other evidence she might find.
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and closer to being a...
Угу.
It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked like this. Well, it certainly felt like it to me. This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost... Oh man, I want to go to the...
Poor Toma.
Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the... This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up. We'll celebrate properly when it's all...
Ooh, let's play the hot...
You're still thinking?
The Tenryou Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get near. Let's meet back here up.
All right. First, let's go to Hanamiza.
Такс. Угу. Такс. А почему здесь нам не видно карту нормально? По идее, должно нормально же бути карта. Странно. А, все видно. Так, ну-ка.
extra large fireworks. You sure came to the right. As it happens, I need this really souped up one, but it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse, and try to. Don't worry, it's just a fire. We'll give it a try.
Так, одна штука у нас есть.
Distraction. Now we just need to wait for nightfall.
Дождаться полуночи. Такс. Такс.
Should I report this to my superiors?
Стопе, так мы ж могли переместиться, в принципе. Нам куда? Вот так вот сделаем. Вот тут где-то, да, там дали статуя.
You! The warrant is for your arrest!
Что?
Freeze!
Не получилось. Я поняла.
Pretty much how I thought. There are loads and loads of people. If we need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak inside. After I get the document, let's meet back at Komari Tea House. Okay. Also, if I do get caught, please come. Is this really a... Anyway, let's make our way to...
В смысле до статуи? Так, one second. вернусь, не переживайте, скоро. А, так, я вернусь, не переживайте, скоро буду.